Hey everyone, happy Saturday to you and welcome again here to your favorite web show, Peak Bytes. I hope you had a great week and a very fun Valentine's Day. Today on the show we'll jump right back into some policy and politics coverage from around the state. We learn about possible changes to the Utah state flag, a new Olympic grade venue that could call Utah home, and more. Plus, Lucas gives you a recap of the 2019 FIS World Cup that took place right here in Park City last week, as well as a highlight of this weekend's biathlon events happening over at Soldier Hollow. After this legislative session, Utah could have a brand new state flag. That is, if legislators pass one of two bills that was introduced addressing the topic during this year's general session. The bill, titled HB 292, calls for some major changes and aesthetic updates to the flag, with the bill's sponsor, Representative Kevin Stratton, stating that the flag needed to do a better job at addressing Utah's cultural heritage. The updates to the flag would include the removal of the solid blue-navy background that would be replaced by 4 intersecting red, white, and blue triangles. There will be greater emphasis placed on the famous Utah beehive logo, which will be the centerpiece of the brand new flag. The date on the flag would also be changed to 1847, addressing the time period when Mormon pioneers came and settled the Wasatch Valley, replacing the 1896 date of statehood, which has many opposed to the bill, citing that it favors Mormon heritage over all others that live in the state. You can learn all about the new flag designs, and symbolism at newflagutah.org.
The 2019 FIS Ski World Championships are officially over, and we wanted to give you a brief recap of what went down this past weekend. Starting with snowboard halfpipe Friday morning, Scotty James and Chloe Kim both took home the gold medals in dominant fashion. Later that night, Deer Valley hosted the single mogul competition under the light, with Canadian Mckell Kingsbury and Yulia Galasheva from Kakistan taking home the gold medal. The next morning, ski halfpipe was set under overcast conditions, with American Aaron Blunk and 16-year-old Kelly Sadaru from Estonia both taking home the top spot. Kelly Sadaru threw down her winning run on her last run as the last woman rider to drop in for the pipe, overtaking Canadian Cassie Sharp for the gold medal. That night, the highly anticipated dual mogul competition went down under blizzard conditions at Deer Valley. Mckell Kingsbury did what he did best and take home the gold medal, while Perrine Lafont took home the top spot. The next day, on Sunday, snowboard slopestyle was canceled due to the weather. Check out the website fisski.com for more information.
Congress just passed a $330 billion spending package that would keep the government open, avoiding a second government shutdown. The package, which would fund 1/4 of the federal government, included $1.37 billion for the construction of a 55-mile barrier in the Texas Rio Grande Valley. President Trump stated that he would pass the bill, but also declare a national emergency in order to get all of the funding to complete the wall. According to NBC News, the president may be asking for upwards of $8 billion for the completion of the project, up from $5.7 billion previously. Utah Congressman Chris Stewart voiced his opposition to the national emergency declaration in a recent Deseret News interview, stating that the president was making a mistake in declaring the emergency, and that, quote, whether the president has the authority or not, it sets a dangerous precedent and puts America on a path that we will regret.
The first major international biathlon competition since the 2002 Olympic Games is being hosted this weekend at Soldier Hollow. The 2019 IBU World Cup spreads over 4 days and runs through this weekend. The event featured doubleheader pursuits today, with mixed relays happening tomorrow. The U.S. Biathlon at Soldier Hollow is one of 9 stops on the World Tour, featuring approximately 28 nations with over 175 athletes. A biathlon combines cross-country skiing with range shooting, a practice that originated back in the woods of Scandinavia when people would hunt on skis. After completing a lap on the course, athletes then come into the shooting range, where they either shoot in prone position or standing up. The athlete must hit 5 targets each round of shooting, or face a penalty lap or time added to their overall score. The biathlon is Europe's most popular winter sport, so come out to Soldier Hollow and check it out for yourself.
The push to bring the Olympics back to Utah continues as lawmakers debate on whether to spend $300,000 on the construction of a brand new Olympic-grade skate park in Salt Lake City. The park would be the first and only of its kind in North America, making Utah a premier destination for Olympic hopefuls looking to train for future events. The skate park, which was proposed by State Rep Mckell of Spanish Fork, would be completed in time for the 2020 Olympic trials, where skateboarding will make its Olympic debut. According to Utah Sports Commissioner Commissioner Jeff Robbins. The park has the potential to generate $4 million locally and another $8 million in media exposure, as skateboarding events like the Vans Park Series will be hosted at the venue. I'll be sitting down for an in-depth interview with Representative Mckell and Commissioner Robbins to learn more about the skate park and the effect it will have on the state. Be sure and stay tuned to Peak Bytes for more on that story. Thank you all so very much for tuning in to today's webisode of Peak Bytes. Be sure to tune in next week for more great news and stories from around the community. If you can't wait until Tuesday, tune into Park City Television Monday morning at 7 a.m. for Street Views with Conrad Jacobellis, followed by the Mountain Morning Show at 8. As always, follow us on all of our social media at Park City TV. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.